everybody. This is Dom from Upstate Supernatural. I'd like to welcome everybody in for another brand new episode of Spirit Box Weekly. And I'd like to welcome everybody and anybody that's tuned in and ready to view this. And this week we're going to be starting out with the Ghost Hunter app's Hallow Vox. This came out probably about a month or so ago. And it's one of the newest additions to the Ghost Hunter apps, which is Windows-based spirit communication devices. And we'll be testing this out for probably about 4 weeks or so, and then we're going to switch on to something else. If you guys ever have questions that you'd like to ask during the Spirit Box session, feel free to type that in the chat, and we'd be happy to ask any of the questions that you may have. Also, you can try to message us on Facebook, but I do apologize. Sometimes it is difficult to check that at the same time as checking everything else. Without further ado, let's go ahead and turn this on. This is the Spirit Box Hallow Vox, which is a Ghost Hunter apps application. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this baby on, which... as you can see, it has the RRDR60 Panasonic emulated voice recorder instigated with it as well. And that's right here, so you can do little burst sessions with it if you'd like to. But we're going to go ahead and turn this on. Make sure we got audio coming. Should have audio coming through that. And we got this right here. You can change your I can't even pronounce it at the moment. Resonance. You can change that so it has a little different pitch to it. But if I go like this, this should you should instigate the audio for the device right here. Hello, this is Dominic. We're trying to do a Spirit Box session, trying to test out this Hallow Vox. Is there any individuals that would like to try to communicate this evening? I just want to make sure that's loud enough for everybody. It should be a lot louder for everybody. Let me see how the audio is on this computer as well. I do apologize about last week. I'm still, as you can hear in my voice, I'm still battling this cold. Hello. Is there anybody here that would like to try to utilize this? My name is Dominic. I have Paranormal Hunters of New England, which is a YouTube channel as well. If you guys don't mind checking them out as well. We got Bloody Mary, Judy Wilson, James G as well, our co-host with our Loving Whispers show. Doppelganger, I believe I saw you were in there as well. Yep. Now how are you doing this evening? Are you able to communicate through this device? Yeah, last week, anytime I tried to talk, I would be coughing. So that's why um, that's why I had to take last week off. Don Spirit Walkers, it's nice to see ya. EV Peace. I like that, it's cool. We are testing this out. We're going to see if maybe we can get any communication with it. Or maybe we can't. But we're definitely going to test it out and see what happens with this application. It's got some eerie sounds to it. If possible, can you let us know who the creator of this application was? And usually the slower that you try to talk, the easier it is for us to be able to hear you. Is there any there we go. Anybody within the chat, do you have any questions? If you guys were curious what that was, I actually turned the tablet on so I can view the questions live as we're doing this. Makes it a little easier with the portability. The SCD-1, we had some curious results on, I want to say it was our second week using it. I think it was week 11. The application glitched. It lost the internet connection, and then it came back and it was glitched. And when it glitched, that's when I got some of the greatest communication through that application that we ever had. With it working normally, it wasn't as direct of replies if we did get things. But BPG, it's good seeing you again as well. But yeah, when it glitched, and I wish I could get it to glitch again, because it was like direct responses to questions we were asking. It was fantastic. The SCD-2, I personally, myself and my team, we actually weren't too happy with the results we were getting from that. It just didn't seem to come through enough for us. Now, is William here? Is Becky, Rebecca? Are you present? How about Emily? I did find the little doll, our little trigger object. Ouch. Very sorry to hear that, BPG. I'm guessing something electrical caused it to conk out for you. That's scary. That's water, but the color of it is it looks brown. It's kind of the hell am I drinking? Yeah, it should be clear. Interesting. So let's go like this. And this is actually on my desktop over here. But it did just have an error. Okay, so what we're going to end up doing, let's go ahead and close this. Let's reopen it real quick. I'm going to go ahead and close it, reopen it. Should pop up in just a second. You got that fantastic Windows thing saying, hey, are you sure you're doing what you want to do? Yes, yep, absolutely. We're going to go ahead and restart that. And there we go. Okay, so we got it restarted. And let's turn this to about there. Let's turn this all the way around. That's how we had it before. And we'll go here. Let's turn it on. Should be on. Okay, that's on. That's very interesting, Doppel. And I do apologize, guys. I am trying to read in the chat as well what you guys are saying. This is Ghost Hunter's app. This is the Hallow Vox. And I'm not sure what the laugh was. Personally, and I've said this in other episodes of Spirit Box Weekly, one of my favorite Ghost Hunter apps is the Vocubus, because it has the old time radio that you can instigate with it as well. Fantastic, a great trigger object. And then for communication wise, we've actually used the GB1 and the GB Riff, two of the very first ones that ever came out. We used it on an investigation and got the owner's name during the investigation through the GB1, I believe it was. Wouldn't that be something if it kind of actually showed like how many people are using this right now? That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to type those in the chat. Ouch. Very sorry to hear that, BPG. Depending on the app maker, some of them are pretty cool, and you may be able to contact them personally, and they might give you codes, so you don't have to go and repurchase everything. And for any individuals interested, I just kind of went to Ghost Hunter apps today to get this, and everything on Ghost Hunter apps today to tomorrow is 50% off. So you can get any of the applications out there for like $10 if you guys are interested, instead of the 20 or 30 or 50 or whatever it is. We're from upstate New York. We're about 30 minutes west of Syracuse, New York. Now, any spirits and individuals, I thought I heard you a little bit earlier, and I don't hear you much right now. Am I talking too much? Yeah, I know Anthony with Ghost Hunter apps. He'd work with you. I'm not sure with Extreme Senses. I've never had to do that personally, but I know Anthony would work with you if he had any of the Ghost Hunter apps. I'm sure Martin would too. He just sometimes takes a little bit of time getting back to you. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Rhode Island. Very cool. Melissa, it's nice to see you in here. Now, any spirits or individuals that we're trying to communicate with, do you have a message for anyone? Is there a certain individual you're trying to communicate with beyond us? Very eerie sounds. Actually, yes, the Hallow Vox, it came out on Halloween. Now that sorry, was it Halloween or Friday the 13th? Um, I want to say it came out on Halloween. Now, any spirits and individuals, I can hear some chatter as we're doing this. I hope it's coming through nice and loud and clear for everyone else as well. You guys hearing it okay? Yeah, I'm not sure if there's any way I can amplify it any more than it already is. Oh, thank you, VPG. Again, with all you guys, please don't forget to check out each other's channels, and also if you don't mind sharing and letting other people know about the content that we're doing. And if you guys ever have thoughts or ideas on things you'd like to see, utilized within our content on our channel, let us know. Be happy to try new things and get new things out there. I hear it through my headphones. I'm just making sure it's loud enough for you guys, because what I see on my screen in front of me is my voice is loud, but this thing is not. Now, spirits and individuals, how's your week been? How's the last couple weeks been? It's doing something. Right when I ask a really great question, it does this. And I honestly, I'm very kind of frustrated with that. The Ghost Hunter apps, if you have them on a tablet, you gotta have at least a 2 gig tablet to run any of the Ghost Hunter apps. The computer I have it on is an all-in-one, which we use for our Thursday content, Loving Whispers, and we use that. So, like, if James or Renee are popping in, that's how we can get them on the show with us. So, I mean, this computer has, I believe it's 4 to 8 gigs of RAM, so it shouldn't have any issues. But I did receive a message as well from Anthony. There is a update, I believe either it came out or it's going to be coming out. So after this week, we'll see if that update's available. But this is the first edition. This is the very first edition of this. Now, Spirits Within Communication, the question that I just asked, how have you been the last couple weeks? Yep, definitely did, Judy and BPG. Well, it was nice meeting you, Paranormal Hunters of New England. Hopefully we see you again, and have a wonderful night. You guys hearing anything? You guys hearing any responses or... I'm hearing chatter every once in a while. Yeah. Huh. Now, I introduced myself earlier. My name is Dominic, or everybody calls me Dom. Today is November 15th, 2017, and it is 9:29 p.m. Eastern Standard. Can you hear me? Can you hear me trying to communicate with you? Yeah, I mean, with any of these Spirit Box applications, any of the devices, you never know what's going to come through, and you never know if anything's going to come through. So, I mean, this gives the reality of the applications of the devices for anybody interested in this type of method of communication, I would say. And as I said, there is possibly an update, so we might do that update after this week, and hopefully it gives us a little better results. Hopefully, that is crazy though. I can't believe this is water. I'm drinking water. Why the hell is this water? This water's like brown and full spectrum. It's kind of creepy. Purified water enhanced with minerals for taste. That's what the minerals look like, everybody. Here, we'll go this way. That's crazy. Huh. We had the same issue with the, I want to say it was the Impossible box. Or the mini box, one of them. There was an update that literally came out the same day that we started testing it. I don't drink gin, that's for sure. Yeah, that's literally, it's supposed to be water, and it's making me nervous seeing that it's got a different color to it. It's creepy. I mean, what I'm hearing out of this, it sounds like I'm watching a horror movie. You know, that's what I'm getting out of it. It's like the movie The Haunting, when spirit children are like coming out of the bed and the dude's coming to get the woman. That's what I'm hearing, is like all the whimpers and the screams from the children. Psycho Love, Steph, it's good to see you. I when I was younger, probably 19 or 20, I indulged a little bit in some gin, but it was kind of not my cup of tea. We tried to do like gin martinis, I believe it was, and just not my cup of tea. Not to say that things can't come through this. It's just that's kind of what I'm feeling with it, what I'm hearing with it. Well, jokes are always good. Yeah, I feel like I'm watching a horror movie with the audio that I'm listening to. I want to blast this all the way up. How's that? Resonance. For some reason I can't speak English today. Yes, yeah. Any updates that come out for these with Ghost Hunter apps, they're free. The Extreme Senses had the update for the Phasma box, but it was to make it a new generation, a new version, and it's about every 10 minutes. Yep, every 10 minutes this thing is crashing on me. As I said, it's the last time it crashed was at about 9:24, so it's about every 10 minutes or so. And I know it's not this computer. This computer's actually been working fine all the time. So we're going to go ahead and do that again. And same thing with the original GB1 and GB Rift. After 15 minutes, it would crash on the tablet. But this has more RAM, so I mean, this shouldn't be doing any crashes. So, just a word to wise, for any new application coming out, always check with the creator, see if there's any new updates that may have came out. I know I did get a message from him that was talking about an update, and I was just in a hurry to get this on here and get going with this. But I do apologize if I'm not talking too much. My throat is still messed up from this freaking monstrous virus cold, whatever the hell it is. I just want to do like a Vincent Price impression with all this music. Welcome to the House of Horrors. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Yeah, I had a cold a month ago, and then I got this thing, and this thing, I mean, it kicked. I couldn't talk. I couldn't talk for like 3-4 days. If I talked, I coughed. And it was absolutely horrible coughing. I was coughing a kid out of my mouth. It was crazy. So we got 10 minutes to see if this does anything. Hello, hello. Let's try it with a walkie-talkie. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. There's the climax. There's the music of the climax of the movie. Don't get me wrong, I love movies. I absolutely do. But I don't know. I like testing all these out, and I'm not throwing Ghost Hunter apps under for anything. I think there's potential. You know, there's always potential with any of these applications. But I'm gonna throw out my weird mineral water. Get a new one. Let's do some grid pen walkie-talkie action. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. I have some weird thoughts sometimes, and that just kind of came out. Now, if possible, if you can hear me, can you say 10? Say the number 10?
Now, if you thought anybody was crazy, do you think you're crazy, or do you think I'm crazy trying to talk with you? How often do you get out to hang out with your friends, and how long are your visitations allowed? Gee, thanks for being in here, and good luck. I'm sure it will be a fantastic time trying to wake them up in 3 hours. Judy, I believe I can. I will in just a few minutes.
Yep, it just glitched. Come right back in here, take a nice sheet, and go ahead and turn these off. All right. Trying to see if I can hear anything in the room. Let's go ahead. We're going to turn this off. Go ahead and turn that off again. And I was debating doing a burst session. Let's do what Judy asked first. I'd like to try that out first. See if we can turn off the ambient noise. Let's do that first. And that should be that there. So let's do this. Turn this here. Okay, yes. To answer your question, Judy, yes, you can. You can turn that right off. In order to turn that off, it's right here. You turn this up, gives you the horror music, and the application is on right now. It's doing what it's supposed to. You can see the lights blinking in the upper portion of it. And we can go like this, and let's see if we hear anything. I hope you didn't hear a dog growl. I don't have a dog here. And the laser light itself, it died well before I got back in the room, actually, because I did see it on the stream that it was off. Hello, hello. I'm hearing a person talking, actually. And I don't think it's through the application. That's still making that noise there, isn't it? It's the only challenging thing with being right here. Oh, that's just info. Let's close the info down. And these are all sponsors on the right hand side right here. Okay, you can change the scene in the background. Change it to different things right here. Here's the Halloween rendition. Yeah, these are sponsors. Here's your Bluetooth if you're gonna Bluetooth with the speaker. But I do have this all the way up. I mean, I can go like this. And I got this all the way up. Yeah. There's the audio. Hello. How are you doing? Heard somebody. Go ahead and turn that down again. Let's leave it down. Let's leave it right there. Let's leave it all the way down. That was interesting. Emily. Emily, 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 Emily. Are you here? She's still talking. Something's still talking. She's doing something now. Now, have you guys ever seen this application? You seen other people using this? So I'd like to give a big shout out because I'm sure Bill Perry with Pumpkinhead Paranormal. I'm sure he probably has tested this as well. Just want to give him a shout out as well. Does some fantastic spirit communication stuff. And everybody, please don't forget about tomorrow night. We got Loving Whispers with James, Renee, and I. That'll be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, any spirits and individuals within communication would like to thank you for trying to communicate with us. Do you feel this is working well for you? Okay. I'm not sure what you just said, but okay. we got a chipmunk here that's trying to communicate with us. Yeah, I don't know if it's Chip or Dale. Interesting. Now, if this application does what I think it is, it's going to crash right there. Yeah. uh, we can keep seeing what it does. It's doing something. I do like the Halloween thing though. That looks pretty cool. Now, any spirits within communication, I personally would like to thank you for your communication this evening. We will be back, or I will be back tomorrow evening, right around the same time. If you would like to try to communicate, I'll have Renee with me. I'll have James with me, And I would just like to thank you this evening for popping on and trying to chat with us. Do appreciate it. And for those of you interested in any of the Ghost Hunter applications, the SCD-1, SCD-2, even the because I did check it out and I was blown away. The Ghost Cam Pro, it was $100 like 4 years ago. You can now pick that up for $10, which is pretty cool. I do have it. You use a USB temperature gauge with it and a webcam, and if there's any temperature difference, the webcam will take a picture for you, which is pretty cool. And that's $10. You can put it on a tablet, you can put it on a laptop, whatever you want to do. And for $10, that's something you might be able to use when you investigate. A lot of people like the SCD-1. A lot of people like the SCD-2. My personal favorite is the Vocubus, but just because I like that aspect of the trigger audio. It's fantastic when trying to investigate because you can use it, to try to get some old time communication. But I'd like to welcome, or I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I do apologize about my voice. I'm still getting over this thing. But we will be back tomorrow evening for Loving Whispers. And I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Thank you for tuning in. And if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And also, please don't forget to hit the like button. And feel free to share. If you like the content that we're doing, feel free to share it. But thank you very much for your time. And I do appreciate everybody for being in here. Judy, Doppel, James, paranormal investigators from New England, Rhode Island, Steph, BPG, Bloody Mary. Trying to see if I'm missing anybody. I don't want to miss anybody. Psycho Love, Judy Wilson, Melissa, thank you for being in here. And Don, Spirit Walkers, thank you very much for being in here, everyone. And please, again, don't forget to check out Pumpkinhead Paranormal. Don't forget to check out Ghost Hunter Apps. Don't forget to check out Angelic Comfort. Don't forget to check out Spooky Raven. They have a fantastic talk show that they do on YouTube every Tuesday evening. So if you haven't caught that, definitely check that out. And we will catch you tomorrow evening. Thank you again. Have a wonderful night.